From AccuWeather.com, this is AccuWeather Daily, a brief host-read article. It's weather news in a nutshell. A winter storm is ringing in the start of the month from the Midwest to the Northeast, and it will bring some travel-disrupting heavy snow. We'll talk about that in a couple of minutes, but let's start off today with all the astronomy events that you can look forward to here in the month of December. December brings a mix of celestial light shows, including one of the most highly anticipated meteor showers of the year. The first week of December not only features the final full moon of the year, but it will also be a supermoon, so slightly larger and brighter than usual when it rises on the night of December 4th. December's full moon will be brighter because it occurs as the moon nears its closest point to Earth in its orbit, about 17,000 miles closer than average. December's full moon is traditionally known as the cold moon, a name tied to the arrival of Arctic air across North America. Other nicknames for the final full moon of the year include the winter maker moon, the long night moon, the moon of the popping trees, and the little spirit moon, all reminders of the season's chill and long nights. Now, that supermoon sets the table for the headliner of the month, the Geminid meteor shower on December 13th and 14th. Now, the Geminids are one of the best meteor showers of the entire year. The display peaks on the night of Saturday the 13th into the early morning hours of the 14th. From a dark location, observers could see more than 100 meteors per hour. Unlike most meteor showers, the Geminids start early in the evening, making them easier to see for families and casual observers. The best viewing window will be after 10 p.m. local time, though, when the shower's radiant point climbs high in the sky, and before 2 a.m. local time, when the moon rises and starts to brighten the sky. Winter officially begins in the Northern Hemisphere on Sunday the 21st at 10:03 a.m. Eastern Time, marking the year's December solstice. South of the equator, the same date signals the start of summer. At that moment, the Northern Hemisphere is tilted farthest from the sun, bringing the shortest day and longest night of the year. While the solstice marks the start of astronomical winter, meteorological winter begins today. And then we'll close out the year with another meteor shower. The Ursids will be on the smaller side. It will peak on the night of the 21st into the morning hours of the 22nd, the first night of astronomical winter following the solstice. This final meteor shower of the year usually produces around 10 meteors per hour, though it benefits from long, dark nights at this time of the year. The best chance to spot the Ursids will come late at night and before dawn when the radiant near the constellation Ursa Minor climbs higher in the northern sky. While the Ursids are far less active than the Geminids, they're still worth a look as it will be one of the final meteor showers for months. After the short-lived Quadrantids peak in early January, the next meteor shower does not take place until April. A post-Thanksgiving blitz of winter weather that started with the season's first significant winter storm in much of the Midwest will continue into the first few days of December as a new snowstorm takes shape and spans nearly 24 states from Kansas to Maine. The storm is expected to bring the first widespread accumulating snow of the season to much of the Northeast on Tuesday, just a day after many parts of the Midwest will experience their second covering of snow in as many days. AccuWeather's Brandon Buckingham said with cold air entrenched across the Midwest and Great Lakes courtesy of the storm over the weekend, the corridor of snow and ice concerns is expected to shift farther south this week. It will impact a broad zone from Oklahoma and Arkansas to the Ohio Valley and the Northeast. Meanwhile, a soaking rain will result in very slow commutes and a risk for flooding on the storm's warm side, including in many of the big cities along the Interstate 95 corridor in the east. The messy storm is not expected to be the only one this week in the Midwest and the Northeast. AccuWeather winter weather experts are monitoring the possibility of at least one more impacting storm through the first 10 days of December, as cold air will continue to pour in from the Arctic and Canada. Today, snow will expand east across central portions of the plains and toward the Mississippi Valley, resulting in mostly light accumulations of a few inches and some slippery travel in places like Kansas City and Omaha. Farther east, an infusion of moisture from the Gulf will take the storm to the next level, as a period of heavy snow will break out by Monday night and into Tuesday morning from the eastern Great Lakes and Ohio Valley to the Mid-Atlantic and the Northeast. So if you're in cities like Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, Hartford, Connecticut, well, you're expected to experience your first noteworthy accumulating snow of the winter, with the heaviest amounts likely significant enough to shutter some schools and businesses, coming near a rain versus snow battleground. Buckingham said that the rain versus snow line is expected to come close to the Interstate 95 corridor between tonight and tomorrow. A slight shift in the storm track farther offshore could help to pull in cold enough air for snow to occur in places like Philadelphia, New York City, and Boston. Now, the current active and wintry weather pattern will not end with the early week storm. AccuWeather's team of long-range experts, led by Paul Pastelak, is warning that the better part of the first 2 weeks of the month will remain cold and stormy across much of the central and eastern parts of the nation. Another storm, which was still located over the Pacific Ocean as of Sunday, will cross the country and gather energy and moisture before bringing another round of snow and ice to much of the Midwest and the East late in the week and into the weekend. While the exact details and the timing of that storm remain to be seen, it appears yet another round of accumulating snow will fall in places like Cleveland, Chicago, Detroit, and Pittsburgh, and perhaps even close to the big cities in the Northeast. The snow and east can even occur in two phases, depending on how the weather pattern unfolds into the second week of December. Earlier this year, AccuWeather's winter forecast called for colder weather to take hold early in the season. It also indicated snowfall for the entire season would likely end up above the historical average for swaths of the Midwest, but below average in the East. That's all for now. You can find more regional forecasts and science-based articles at AccuWeather.com. And for your local forecast at your fingertips, download the AccuWeather app. Enjoy the rest of your day. Be safe. I'll be back tomorrow with more from AccuWeather.